So as Americans grapple with the affordability crisis, the Trump administration says relief is just months away. Here's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent.
We're already seeing on many prices, as I said, we're bending that curve down, and the increase in real incomes, I think Americans are going to feel it in the first quarter, second quarter. I think 2026, thanks to President Trump's signature plans, is going to be a great year for working Americans, for the markets.
Here now is Fox News contributor and former George Washington. I'm sorry, George Washington. George
the other George W.
Right, George W. Speechwriter Marc Thiessen. We were just having this fascinating conversation. The president has been able to do these massive wins, foreign policy, even getting a tax bill passed, the big, beautiful bill. But the American people, they want to feel it right now.
Yeah.
What does he need to do? Yeah,
well, I mean, first of all, the president's commander-in-chief, so you got to lead the world and improve the economy at the same time, and I think he can do both. And also, you also don't get credit for solving problems because, like, for example, what a big issue immigration was, right? And then he solved the border crisis, and now it's less on the priority scale because people aren't beset by illegal immigrations on our border. So success, people pocket success, and then they focus on the next problem, and he's got to address it. I agree with you.
So the president had this take about the Democrats, and when it comes to this affordability issue, let's watch it.
The problem with the Democrats, they lie. They do it so well. They talk about affordability, but I'm the one that's getting the prices down. As an example, they had the highest inflation in the history of our country. I have it down now to a normal level, and it's going down further. Thank you very much, everybody.
It is a fair point for the president to make. And by the way, the Democrat solution right now is to pump even more money into the market. That's not going to make it better for people at home, right?
Yeah, it's kind of ironic for the Democrats to be campaigning on affordability when they unleashed the affordability crisis. It was the American Rescue Plan, $1.9 trillion that they pumped into the economy that unleashed the worst inflation in 4 decades. And then the reason why interest rates went up and why homes are unaffordable is because the Fed raised interest rates to tamp down the inflation they created. And so now that's why people elected Donald Trump. They remember that their lives were better under him in his first term and that their lives were worse under the Democrats. So they caused the problem, but now Trump is president. He's got to deliver for those people and make their lives better.
So we're already set for the midterms now.
Yeah.
You know, we go from one election to the next one. And one of the conversations that continues to be talked about is the conversation about men. Dave Portnoy talks about why he left the Democratic Party. Let's watch it.
My nutshell is generally they were very anti-normal guys. The white guy, and this sounds, but was the bad guy, became the bad guy. And there's a lot of, white dudes who are like, well, I'm not the bad guy. Like, what are you getting mad at me for? I wasn't here for colonialism or any of the stuff that you guys are complaining about 200 years ago. Like, what did I do?
It's not just white men, the men in general. When you look at the number, the flip, Democrats in 2020 had 52%, and then Trump had 45%. And it flipped in 2024. Democrats 45% and Trump 53%.
Yeah. So Dave is 100% right, and and the Democrats know it because you remember the white dudes for Kamala that they had for Harris. They did like a $10 million ad campaign for white dudes for Kamala. So they realize they have a problem with white dudes. But Trump actually didn't increase his support among white men from 2016 to 2024. He did increase his support among black men. Right. He did increase his support among Asians. He did increase his support among naturalized citizens, so illegal immigrants who came here and got citizenship. He didn't win the popular vote in 2016 or 2020, but he did in 2024. Why? Because of increase in support among minorities. Right. So we're absolutely right that the white dudes are going to be with Trump, but what made him president this time was the fact that black dudes voted for him and Asian dudes voted for him and Hispanic dudes voted for him. He made great gains in Hispanics. So we need to keep that coalition, but we need to the path to expanding it is to expand it to minorities.
And I think the president has to stay in the zone for what he did on the campaign trail. He was the garbage truck president. Yep. He was the McDonald's worker president. He was the barbershop president that went to all of these places.
Absolutely.
Got to stay right in there. Marc, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.